On November 15, 2015, I could now claim to being a published author. I launched my book, The Tree That Grew with Pain, on Amazon and Teachers Pay Teachers the following day. And now I have an ebook online. It's a short story about pain. But what I want to share with you is what I have experienced and the lessons that I have learned from publishing my very first ebook. It was the first, but definitely not the last. It wasn't easy, but I can say it's worth it. So join me as I share with you the 10 things that I've learned when publishing my ebook. So first off has something to do with yourself. So you should always have confidence in yourself. You should always have confidence in your passion, in what you want to achieve. You may have heard that other people have said that you wrote well, you write well, you have good feedback from your friends. Take it to heart. Some people actually said good things about your work. So that might mean, and that really means, that you have good work. So be confident. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your capabilities. Don't be a closet genius. Closet geniuses are those people who write excellently, but they never get published because they never had the courage to actually put it up online. Because honestly, it's not easy. I mean, you're putting yourself up for rejection, but let me tell you, it's worth it. Don't be a closet genius. The second one that I want to share with you is when you're starting to feel doubtful and when you can't really believe in yourself, one thing that you may want to consider is to get a partner, collaborate with someone. My first book was a collaboration between myself and a friend of mine who is an illustrator. I could have had an option to actually get a professional illustrator, but I felt that I would have been more accountable if I knew the person I was working this book with. The second book that I have is also a collaboration project, and that is a book of poetry, which is coming up this Christmas. So now I have two things, The Tree That Grew with Pain and Still Elusive Love, which is the book on poetry. Now, this third one that I want to share with you is it would be good if you can learn from the experts. What I did before I started with my writing is that I have so many ideas, but I just need to know how to put that in, how to collate them, how to make sure that it's a good material. So it's a good investment to actually read books or read references and learn from the experts on how to write a winning novel and a winning story. So what I did was I read this book, The Marshall Plan to Writing a Novel, and the good thing is they're actually online. And besides writing a novel, they've also come up with software for budding novelists like you and me, which I believe is very helpful. And if you're interested, you can check out the link here or the link below so you can look at their products. And I promise you, it's really very helpful. I learned about genres, characterization. I've learned about the right tenses to use, the punctuations, and they've also given advice on whether you want to go, whether you should ask for an agent or get yourself an agent. So get yourself professional expertise, avail of yourself of this professional information, and just read books. There are other bloggers who are doing this as well, and learn from them. I will share with you some of the links which I have visited to help me with this ebook thing. Now, after you've written your manuscript, the next thing that you need to do is edit. You can count as many edits you want, and polish. I have read my book several times, and it's only 10 pages, and every time I would catch one punctuation or one grammar mistake here and there. Don't be afraid and don't hesitate to read it over and over again. It pays to be perfect. If you have a would-be fan and your work is rife with spelling error and grammatical error, actually even if it's just one, it's really a turn-off. So make your first impression count. When you read, don't just read with your eyes. You have to read with your mouth. You have to speak it out loud. It helps you catch all those little words. It's a little technique that I learned, which I hope you will employ. Next, the fifth one. okay, we're almost halfway there. Now you have a finished manuscript, everything is ready. So what do you need to do? You need to publish it. You need to know which platforms to use when you publish it. So you need to plan your distribution. So there are many platforms out there for ebook. The common ones are Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Nook. You also have Kobo. You also have Smashwords. With choosing your platform, you need to make sure that you consider two things. One, whether it provides or serves your target market. Two, whether you can be paid. So the first thing first, does it provide your target market? I live in Asia, and Amazon doesn't actually supply to Singapore and Philippines. It does to Japan, but not to the markets where I have friends and where I can be known. But it does supply to US, and I have friends from US, so I still use Amazon. Kobo can supply to everything, to everywhere, and so does Smashwords. I haven't tried Nook yet, but that's something that you need to consider. So after looking at where their reach is, you need to make sure that you get paid. So it's either they write check or they write PayPal. Sometimes it's just not possible for them to actually pay you in the country where you're in, so maybe you can't use their service. The other alternative that you may want to have is to have your own website. And when you have your own website, you can have your own e-store. If you're like me who subscribes to Weebly, Weebly is my host. They actually have this plan. I think you need to go for a business plan to get your the ebook. They have a premium plan which I thought would be able to sell digital products, but it's only for physical products. So if you're interested to sign up for Weebly, I also have the link down there. Now, you're ready to publish. Next thing that you need to do is don't hesitate to click that publish button. When people get married, sometimes they have cold feet. It's the same for publishing a book. Publishing a book can be very life-changing. It's a very big event for you. It can be a very big event for you. So don't hesitate to click that publish button. It's just a small step, but it makes a lot of difference. When I first published my ebook, I received a lot of congratulations from my friends, which I didn't feel I deserved at that point in time, because I didn't go through an editor. I didn't even get rejected. I didn't even go to a publishing house. I just chose to publish it online. But I realized that I did something some people would not do at all. So it's a small step that takes a lot of courage, and that is clicking the publish button. So I felt really proud of myself because I did something that a lot of people hesitated to do. So don't be like other people. Don't hesitate to click that publish button. So now you're in the market. Next thing you need to do is to plan your marketing strategy. To plan your marketing strategy. How are you going to make your work known? One, I've used Facebook, so you can create a Facebook book page. You can ask your friends to write. You can update it every now and then so that people know that something's happening. When you plan your marketing strategy as artists, we have this time where you have a stroke of inspiration, and you can write and write, and you can create lots of marvelous things. Now, let's not be our own challengers. Because for me, when I've come up with a lot of things that I think are really good, I would put them up at one shot. Don't do that. Leave something for the next few days or the next few weeks of your marketing plan. Don't saturate people with information. Let it be a planned one. And it's pretty difficult because to contain the excitement, it can be really difficult. But please plan your marketing strategy. How are you going? You can also use your website. I've had my website before. I have my blogs before. I have my blog, so I use that as a platform to market my product, to market my book. You can also contact fellow bloggers to actually market your book. And in this kind of thing, you can give them compensation by giving them by allowing them to become affiliates, and so you don't just earn money, they also earn money. But that's how it goes. I mean, you spend money for marketing, you spend money as well for having people promote your products. Well, I mean, as affiliates, of course. So after you have planned your marketing, the next thing you need to do is you need to be the salesperson for your book. Yes, I thought it would stop at being an author, but after I published my own ebook, I became a marketer and I became a salesperson as well. You have to sell your book, otherwise nobody is going to do that for you. So don't be afraid to tell your friends that, hey, I'm selling this book. Don't be afraid to put it up on advertisements that, hey, you're selling your book. Because frankly speaking, if you see that and your friend is doing that, unless you're shoving your book to their faces, they're fine with seeing your marketing and sales information. So don't be shy. Go out and sell. What I'm going to do next is I have this small flyers which I will give out to people so that they can see my work and then they know where to buy it. So last two things. I'm sure and I really hope that this is not your first and last ebook. I promise you will enjoy it. Although you may feel that there's a lot of competition, but I think this world is not about competition. It's about making a difference, and it's about being heard, and it's about letting other people know where you stand. So ask for feedback about your work. Ask for constructive criticisms, because you want to improve and you want your next product to be better than what your first product. We always think that our first product is our masterpiece, but actually I believe that you create a masterpiece which is better than the last every time you create a product in one way or another. So ask for feedback. It's a good way for you to know how you're going to improve on your craft. And everybody it's nice to improve, and it's nice to hear that when people say that, hey, you're better than the last time. And we have reached the end of the list, and that is, don't ever give up. Don't give up on your dreams of becoming an author. Don't give up just because you have a few friends or you have a few critics, or you have a few people who have bashed you online. Well, your work still has merit, so don't give up. Only those people who give up will never know what success is like, because a true success is a mixture of failure and overcoming something that has been thought of as something you cannot overcome, unovercomable. I don't think there's a word like that. So don't ever give up. Harry Potter was rejected by some publishers before it was even published, and it was a big hit eventually. So don't lose hope, don't give up. So imagine if J.K. Rowling gave up. You don't have Harry Potter and you don't have movies. That would be a sad state. Okay, so there you have it, the 10 things that I've learned. If I learn more, I will share more as it goes, but since I've published 1 month ago, so these are the things that I want to share. And I really want to encourage you, if you're a budding novelist, try it out. Don't be afraid. It's okay. And I hope I would have the honor to read some of your books. I would really love that. So if you want to have discussions, or if you have questions, please write on the comment section below, and I will try my very best to respond. And please talk to one another, because I think it would be good if this also becomes a forum for budding authors. See ya!